It was in the morning, and I came to school. I opened the door of the class and just entered the class. All students became silent after seeing me. Good morning, YN. Morning. I threw the strawberry milk in my hand to someone standing there. Oh, thanks YN. She smiled at me. I smiled back. I sat on my chair and started to chat gossip with my friends. Suddenly someone accidentally hit on my table and me. The water bottle in my hand spilled all over me. I was almost wet. I was very angry. I quickly stood up. Oh you, boy. I went near him while looking at him straightly. Sorry YN. I didn't see. He said without caring too much. Now I'm very close to him. I gave him a soft smile. I moved my hand towards his face. Really? Didn't you see? I squeezed his cheeks softly. All students were staring at us fearfully. I suddenly poured the rest of the water in the water bottle onto his head. He closed his eyes. He didn't even flinch a bit. His behavior surprised me. But I didn't show it. Then he opened his eyes. I smirked at him. I'm sorry Jimin. I didn't see. I understood he didn't care about me. I was so angry, the bottle in my hand mashed by myself without me even realizing it. We two looked at each other eyes straightly. He went out of the classroom. I saw there was a smile on his face. Next day at school. It was after lunch. I was in the classroom. I went near Jimin's table. Jimin. I said firmly. He looked at me. I sat on a side of his table. I like him. He is so cute. Why? Do my assignment. I pointed some papers to him. He was looking into my eyes for a while. Then he took my papers. He started to continue his work again. I came from there. My mind has been filled with his quiet behaviors. Time skips, next day. I was on the rooftop while looking at the sky. I draw arts on clouds in my mind. Suddenly I heard someone calling my name behind me. I turned back. Oh Jimin you. He came near me. Here, take this. He pointed some papers to me. I took and just gave a look at them. Really, I didn't even read them. What is this? Why? This is the thing you asked. I suddenly threw away papers to him. Papers are scattered everywhere. I really wanted to mess up with him. Do it again. I yelled at him. He was looking at me with empty eyes. I went toward him. I went so close to him. Now I can even feel his breath. We looked at each other eyes straightly. I leaned to his lips. I felt so dreamy. Suddenly I came to my mind. I quickly went away from him. I looked at him. He turned back and left from there. That smile, I saw, it was on his face. Days skipped as usual. I like to mess up with Jimin always. I used it to spend time with him. I really like to spend time with him. I don't know the reason for that. Oh, that smile never changed. That smile makes me angrier. And I still couldn't break his silence. After school, I went to the nearby book borrowing store. I like to spend hours there. I was choosing books on bookshelves. Suddenly I felt someone catch me tightly. I tried to turn back, but I couldn't. I struggled. Time skips. When I woke up, I felt like I'm on a soft surface. I was still dizzy. I opened my eyes a little and looked around. I was on a bed. Suddenly my eyes stopped in front of a face. I was shocked. He looked familiar. He is sitting on a side of my bed while straightly looking into my eyes. I was startled and moved away. Jimin? But he was not that innocent kid. He was looking totally different. Hi YN, are you feeling okay now? Oh, you look still shocked. My people brought you here. What? I was very angry with him. He was looking at me. Oh, that creepy smile, it was on his face today. I really felt a little bit afraid. I suddenly pushed him away and jumped out of the bed. YN, you can't escape from here. It will be a worthless try YN. Then he started to come towards me. Jimin, don't come near me. Jimin. If you come any closer, I will really hit you. I saw he is laughing. I had plenty of opportunities to harass you. YN, I don't need to do anything to you. But why? I'm requesting something from you. What are you talking about? I yelled at him. He came more closely to me. He looked into my eyes straightly. YN, I was a silent lover for you. What? Listen to me YN. I saw you for the first time 3 years ago. I loved you from afar for 3 years. Your behaviors made me love you more. What are you talking about? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
You drove me crazy. He smiled. YN, be my girlfriend. What? What nonsense is this? Do you know who am I? How dare you play with me like this? I know very well YN. But do you know who am I? I looked at him straightly. I'm Leo, St. Louis Leo. He smiled at me cutely. When I heard it, I felt fear for the first time in my life. What suddenly happened? I can't think of anything. I went fall off. Jimin suddenly caught me. YN, are you okay? I don't know. I whispered. After a while, I went a little bit away from him and stood straightly. Now what do you need? I need you as my girlfriend forever. I know YN, you also loved me. Did you though I don't know it? What? How do you? I was so shocked. It's true. I loved him. But I didn't want to be second to anyone. That's why I kept those things in mind. I know very well about you YN. I know more about you than you think. Suddenly he knelt in front of me and took a ring. YN, be my girlfriend. I felt my eyes filling with tears. What is happening to me? I was so nervous. Hey, you make me cry. I yelled at him with fake anger and pushed him. He fell to the floor. I was crying. He stood up and came near me. He put the ring on my finger. I felt shy. I suddenly hid my face on his chest. YN, look at me YN. Come on. YN. He was smiling at me. I looked at his face. Why are you so red, savage queen? He laughed. I tried to push him. But he suddenly hugged me tightly. I struggled. Who is red? I'm not red. I looked at him. He leaned to my side and kissed me. I too hugged back him.